Well, we got some more news and updates for Anthem. That's right. What? The talent tree might be coming back? Rangers have something that the other Javelins don't have? And more? What? Let's talk about it. Oh, baby. Stroke my beard, yeah.
Curious about Anthem? Yeah, so are we. Join us on Javelin Radio every other week for breakdowns, news, and so much more. Later, freelancers.
Hello, my friends. Boomy here once again with another video for you, my Anthem brothers and sisters, and all you beautiful freelancers out there. And if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for all your Anthem news and updates. See what I did there? Because I screwed it up in my earlier take. And all that fun jazz. So hit that subscribe button now and make sure to hit that pound button for reasons. Friends, we have some news, we have some updates as well. Talking about some crafting stuff here. A talent tree? What? The ranger and penetration? Yeah, we'll talk more about that. Don't get weird. And we got much more news to come. And also coming down the line, I believe this week, we will be getting patch notes for the 22nd. So prepare thyself for that. And let's start off the news really quickly with, yes, we know there are loading screen issues. We have heard it all over the place. They will be fixing that. Okay, so with that out of the way, my friends, let's get into the news. Let's have some fun. Let's see what's going on in this beautiful game called Anthem. Super Bro Jr. asks, Ranger overall damage output falls very short compared to other Javelins. Giving Ranger access to heavier weapons, even if restricted to one at a time, would balance this without having to buff abilities. Would also push role of Jack of all trades possible? Ben Irving responds, what if I told you they get the only shield penetration gear item in the game? We changed energy pulse. It's pretty good. So that is awesome. That's good to know that, not every single Javelin, as it is, not every single Javelin has all the same toys. But it's great to know that Ranger, my personal favorite Javelin of them all, thanks very much, will be getting this. And it's something cool to add into our repertoire of toys to kill all the things, especially the Grabbits. Let's get on to the next one, shall we? Let's talk about the talent tree. Forkboy Gaming asks, I thought there was like a talent tree that you could use with your pilot. Am I mistaken? Ben Irvin responds, this was available in an early version of the game. It fell short of a bunch of reasons. We moved the functionality to the component system, which allows for the playstyle choices we wanted originally. However, we have some plans for the old pilot skill system coming after launch. So that's cool. I mean, I'm all for anything that will tweak person's character, person's tune, not only to help their own personal play style, but also to help it become more powerful, to become, however you want your Javelin to be. And that is something I've really noticed in Anthem, is that they really just want your Javelin, they want you to be able to play it however you want to play it. And I've never been a big fan of playing games that just, you have one role and you're just stuck with that role. That's what you do. There is no going out of the box. Now, you have games with tons of talent trees out there, but you're kind of restricted. Where I like Anthem, though, is they kind of push that away, and you're most definitely not as restricted as you are in some games. That's for sure. Now, let's talk a little bit about crafting and blueprints in this game. Maelstrom asks, can you reuse blueprints in crafting, and how much gameplay will be around getting crafting ingredients versus grinding events for good loot that you don't have to craft? Ben Irving responds, you can always use blueprints once you unlock them. They also scale to your level. And I like that. Yes, there's going to be a grind. That's just a thing. Grinds are going to happen. How grinding this is going to be, we've had the demos, we have early access right now, but we have the main game proper going live on Friday. So we don't have 100% clue as to, I don't think we've all delved deep enough into this game to really get an understanding of what the grinding is going to be like on this one. But I do love the idea that these blueprints do scale, and you don't have to be like, well, that blueprint's useless now, so I'm just going to go and grind for that higher tier blueprint. That is a great idea. I really, from what I've seen with a lot of changes they're doing, and within Anthem themselves, that they've gone through a lot of other games and say, hey, what do we want to fix and not, really tick people off with. So I'm a big fan of this. I hope you guys are too, and I think it's just a great idea and great change to be had in a game. Now, when it comes to loot, everyone, this is a shooter-looter game. There's no way of getting around that. It is what it is. But I love this idea right now that Ben Irving says loot is individual. Someone asked him whether or not it's individual because I'm an idiot and didn't screenshot that one. Loot is individual. He responds, there is no stealing anyone's loot. It's why your friend can't see if a masterwork drops for you because it's instanced for you. You should brag and tell them, however. And that is another thing I love too, because I remember playing WoW back in the day. And just, other games back in the day to where you got some sweet loot, but other people take the loot from you, and you're just like, what the heck, I have to do this again? Shoot me now, daddy. This is a great change, and I love that, we're at such a point to where individual loot, the loot is instanced to you, and it's for you. So, Bill over there can't do like, man, I really want that, I'm going to take it from you, ha, 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 ha. And, well, in reverse, you can't do the same to Bill. So, there's that. Another great change that they brought into the game. I'm a big fan. You should be a great fan as well. Now let's talk about inspecting. Will people be able to inspect our javelins and our characters and see where we are in that lint? I also realized that lint is not an actual word into the context I wanted to use. But anyways, Caleb James Carroll asks, just curious, little question for me. Will there be some sort of inspect player menu? To, of course, just take a look at other player, his, her gear, or even just look at the javelin if you wanted to. Ben Irvin responds, we will not have this at launch, which, again, they are saying a lot of stuff like that, like we will not have this at launch, but it means that it is coming. So that is a great thing. Now, before all the haters start kicking in, like, you don't know, it might not never come. Yeah, words don't work right now. This is my thing. If they were not going to have it, they're like, nope, not going to have it. I doubt he would have ever said, we won't have this at launch, which implies it's coming, which a lot of other things are coming down the pipeline as well. So, yeah, I love I love inspection and stuff like this, and I think that's great for a game. In that, for me, for one, like when I've played World of Warcraft or other games, like when you see someone that's a bit more powerful than you are, you want to know what's going on in that vein. So one of the cool things is you were able to do is inspect and see what gear they have. It's like, man, that piece of armor looks great, man. That's looking awesome. What type of gun do you got? Being able to go in and inspect those and see like, oh, okay, cool. That's what I'm going to be shooting for. That's awesome. I like this idea. It's a great idea. Again, good on BioWare. Now, I know there's been a lot, not really a lot, there's been some hate being thrown out there. And this is, I'm not going to get too soapboxy. Maybe I'll do a separate video about that. But when it comes to where we are right now with Anthem, we've had the VIP demo. There were issues. Yes, I will agree with that. We had the demo. There were issues. Not as many, but there were issues. Early release. There are some issues. We're still dealing with some loading screen issues on some platforms, Xbox and whatnot. Right now, just Xbox, because PS4 got booted out of that whole camp. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Sony players out there. I honestly do. I feel bad for you guys. I think you got the raw in the deal again with this. But I'm waiting for Friday. I'm waiting for the game proper to launch, the whole entire game, with the giant patch that they have coming for it. That's what I'm waiting for, because that's going to fix a lot of issues people are having. So I think, for myself personally, I think it's a bit too premature to start hating on the game immediately, uninstalling and walking away before we have the actual final product in our hand. That's just me personally. I'm not hating on those people, party on, but sometimes I wonder if the knee-jerk reactions out there are not necessarily pointed and aimed towards Anthem, but yet really pointed towards EA. But hey, that's justified in some respects, and I get it. I understand. I appreciate some of the hate out there for that. I totally do. But for me and my beard, we're waiting. We will wait and make our final judgment once the game proper itself, the whole kit and caboodle, with the big old patch and everything, comes into play on Friday. So I would suggest and just, warn, just wager people, just calm down. Calm down just a little bit. This is like, I've already seen people like, this is like, again, I keep seeing that, this is like Fallout 76. This is nowhere near Fallout 76 category. Let me tell you. It's not. Apples and oranges. Again, apples and oranges. It's nowhere near 76. So calm down. Let's wait and see. And I will tell you, if the haters out there are right, I will be one of the first ones to come out and say, you know what? They were right. But I'm more of a person and a personality to stand back a little bit, wait for all the information to come out, and then make a judgment call on it. That's just my personality. And I think a lot of people will be well served if they did the same thing as well. And also another thing is, like, I have a growing community here, and I understand as my role as a content creator is that my voice does sway some people to do this or to do that. And I get that. This is an opinion piece right here. You have your own opinions, party on, you should. And so I would just suggest to my other content creators out there that, we need to take a stand back, and that's what I'm going to do. I will take the stand back, and then when I get all the information, then I will tell you guys my personal thoughts on all of it. So you're not going to get that right now. You're going to get what I have experienced thus far in this game, and everything I've read from the developers and everything I've read from other people's experiences so far since the 15th everything has launched. So that is it. That's what I do. So there you go. Enjoy. Do with that as you will. Okay. Anyways, my friends, hit that like button if you like what you see here. Hitting the like button helps out a lot with the algorithm and all that fun jazz. So pound it like crazy. Yeah. And if you really like what you see here and you're not quite sure what's happening here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become part of the family here in Boomy Nation, the freak show of YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. My friends, also take a look at the Patreon if you want to support me on a more personal level. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind. It's about community. And we'll see you later. Good day.